Hello friends, I am Anubhav, Mechanical Team Leader at CAD Center, Wardha Road. In this session, we will learn about applications of CATIA software. CATIA stands for Computer Aided Three-Dimensional Interactive Application. It is developed by Dassault Systems in 1977. CATIA is majorly used in automobile and aircraft industries, that is the high-end industries, and also by the vendor and service provider companies. So by learning CATIA, we have a good option for job opportunity in all kinds of industries. For example, if a automotive company develops a car, then apart from design, it can also design the layout of factory and assembly line in CATIA. CATIA is mostly used for creation of surface models. Surface models are a type of three-dimensional models with no thickness, and they are widely used in industries like automobile, aerospace, plastic, and also medical field. So in simplified form, surface models represent those geometrical shapes which are not regular. Examples are helmet, bottle, dashboard of a car body, body of an aircraft, electric press, faucet, goggles, and many more. In CATIA, we can design a complex surface model and also a simple model. For example, a simple block. In this session, we will develop the design of a helmet using surface modeling tools in CATIA. So in CATIA, we have different environments to develop different kinds of designs. So in this example, we will be using wireframe and surface design environment to develop the model of helmet. Now a helmet has basically three sections: base, top, and middle. First we will develop the middle section. Here I have a simplified drawing of the base section. So it is basically a elliptical cross section of diameter 200 and radius 80. I will draw a simple ellipse and next we will provide it the dimensions. This is called as parametric modeling. By double clicking, we can edit the default dimensions to required values. Now, as can be seen from the drawing, this is basically a tapered surface. So, to develop it, we will go to sweep. Here we have different options to develop different kinds of shapes. For this example, we will use the option of with draft direction. Draft means angle. We will select the curve. Now the taperedness of the surface is upward, so the draft or angle direction will be along Z component, that is the along vertical axis. So here we will keep the default value 18 degree and length 30 mm and click on preview. Now we will develop the top. The top is basically a sphere. So first I will create a circle and then we will trim the circle and revolve it to get the required shape. So here the diameter of the circle is 200 and dimensions for its center are 20 and 100. Now we will draw a axis about which the half circle is going to revolve. So this is the axis, and now I will trim the circle, and here we have an option called as revolved surface. So the half circle or arc gets rotated about an angle of 360 degree. Next we have to cut this sphere by a dummy surface to get the required shape. So for that I will create a simple line. The dimensions for the dummy surface are given here in the drawing. The purpose of this dummy surface is to only cut the sphere up to a small extent so that we can get the desired shape. This dummy surface doesn't has any role in the final drawing. We have to make sure that while modeling any part, we have to keep all the dimensions in a proper sequence, because ultimately these dimensions are going to be used for manufacturing. Now after this we will extrude this sketch. Now extrude adds material linearly to a sketch. We will provide it a distance up to such value so that it intersects the sphere. And now to cut the sphere we will go to split command, select the sphere and then select the dummy surface. So here we have got the output. Finally we will be creating the middle section. We will again go to sweep and we will select the option of two guide curves. So the first guide curve will be the top edge of the top section and the next edge will be the edge of the bottom section. Now at this stage we can see all the sections are getting highlighted individually. So since this part has to be manufactured as a single part, we will join all the sections so that the software considers it as a single part. Now we will also create a cutout for windshield. I have already created the sketch here. I will just change the display so that we can have a better look of the sketch. Again we will extrude this sketch in one direction. And now we will again cut the joint feature by this dummy surface to get the required shape. So in this manner we have developed the outer contour of the helmet using surface modeling tools in CATIA. We can also go for further modifications and the final shape looks like this. This is the second part, the windshield, which is going to be attached to the base part. In the next session, we will take a look at creation of assembly of these two parts and also how to render our given helmet model.